Now we will continue this session. The major types of wholesalers are described in Table 14.4. Merchant wholesalers, independently owned businesses that take title to the merchandise they handle. They are full-service and limited-service jobbers, distributors, and mail supply houses. Full-service wholesalers carry stock, maintain a sales force, offer credit, make deliveries, provide management assistance. Wholesale merchants sell primarily to retailers. Limited service wholesalers, cash and carry wholesalers, sell a limited line of fast-moving goods to small retailers for cash. Check wholesalers sell and deliver a limited line of semi-perishable goods to supermarkets, grocery stores, hospitals, restaurants, and hotels. Dropshippers serve bulk industries such as coal, lumber, and heavy equipment. They assume title and risk from time an order is accepted to its delivery. Rack jobbers serve grocery retailers in non-food items. Delivery people set up displays, price goods, and keep inventory records. They retain titles to goods and bill retailers only for goods sold to the end of the year. Producers cooperative assemble farm produce to sell in local markets. Mail order wholesalers send catalogs to retail, industrial, and institutional customers. Orders are filled and sent by mail, rail, plane, or truck. Brokers and agents facilitate buying and selling on commission of 2% to 6% of the selling price. Limited functions generally specialize by product line or customer type. Brokers bring buyers and sellers together and assist in negotiation. They are paid by the party hiring them: food brokers, real estate brokers, insurance brokers. Agents represent buyers or sellers on a more permanent basis. Most manufacturers' agents are small business with a few skilled salespeople. Selling agents have contractual authority to sell a manufacturer's entire output. Purchasing agents make purchases for buyers and often receive, inspect warehouses, and ship merchandise. Commission merchandise, take physical possession of products, and negotiate sales. Manufacturers and retailers' branches and offices. Wholesaling operations conducted by sellers or buyers themselves rather than through independent wholesalers. Separate branches and offices are dedicated to sales or purchasing. Many retailers set up purchasing offices in major market centers. Specialized wholesalers, agricultural assemblers, petroleum bulk plants and terminals, and auction companies. In general, wholesalers can more efficiently perform one or more of the following functions. Selling and promoting. Wholesalers' sales forces help manufacturers reach many small business customers at a relatively low cost. They have more contacts, and buyers often trust them more than they trust a distant manufacturer. Buying and assortment building. Wholesalers are able to select items and build the assortments their customers need, saving them considerable work. Bulk breaking. Wholesalers achieve savings for their customers by buying large car-road lots and breaking the bulk into smaller units. Warehousing. Wholesalers hold inventories, thereby reducing inventory costs and risks to suppliers and customers. Transportation. Wholesalers can often provide quicker delivery to buyers because they are closer to the buyers. Financing. Wholesalers finance customers by granting credit and finance suppliers by ordering early and pay bills on time. Risk-bearing. Wholesalers absorb some risk by taking title and bearing the cost of theft, damage, spoilage, and obsolescence. Market information. Wholesalers supply information to suppliers and customers regarding competitors' activities, new products, price developments, and so on. Management services and counseling. Wholesalers often help retailers improve their operations by training skilled clerks, helping with store layouts and displays, and setting up accounting and inventory control systems. They may help industrial customers by offering training and technical services. Physical distribution has now been expanded into the broader concept of supply chain management. Supply chain management starts before physical distribution and includes strategically procuring the right inputs, converting them efficiently into finished products, and dispatching them to the final destinations. Market logistics includes planning the infrastructure to meet demand, then implementing and controlling the physical flows of materials and final goods from points of origin to points of use to meet customer requirements at a profit. The market logistics take course for integrated logistics systems, which include materials management, material flow systems, and physical distribution, aided by information technology. Market logistics encompasses several activities. The first is sales forecasting, on the basis of which the company schedules distribution, production, and inventory levels. Production plans indicate the materials the purchasing department must order. These materials arrive through inbound transportation, enter the receiving area, and are stored in raw material inventory. Raw materials are converted into finished goods. Finished goods inventory is the link between customer orders and manufacturing activity. Customers' orders draw down the finished goods inventory level, and the manufacturing activity builds it up. Finished goods flows off the assembly line and pass through packaging, in-plant warehousing, shipping room processing, outbound transportation, field warehousing, and delivery service. Many experts call market logistics the last frontier for cost economies, and firms are determining to wring every unnecessary cost out of the system. Many firms are embracing lean manufacturing, originally pioneered by Japanese firms such as Toyota, to produce goods with minimum waste of time, materials, and money. When companies are making market logistics plans, they need to take the following steps: deciding on company's value proposition, selecting best channel design and network strategy, developing operational excellence, implementing solution. Order processing. Most companies today are trying to shorten the order-to-payment cycle, that is, the time between the order's receipt, delivery, and payment. Every company must store finished goods until they are sold, because production and consumption cycles rarely match. Most stocking locations mean goods can be delivered to customers more quickly, but warehousing and inventory costs are higher. Salespeople would like their companies to carry enough stock to fill all customers' orders immediately. However, this is not cost-effective. Inventory cost increases at an accelerating rate as the customer service level approaches 100%. Management needs to know how much sales and profits would increase as a result of carrying large inventories and promising fast order fulfillment times, and then make a decision. Transportation choices affect product pricing, on-time delivery performance, and the condition of the goods when they arrive, all of which affect customer satisfaction. As inventory draws down, management must know at what stock level to place a new order. This stock level is called the order point. An order point of 20 means reordering when the stock falls to 20 units. The order point should balance the risks of stock out against the cost of overstock. The other decision is how much to order. The larger the quantity ordered, the less frequently an order needs to be placed. The company needs to balance order processing costs and inventory carrying costs. Order processing costs for a manufacturer consist of setup costs and the running costs for this item. If setup costs are low, the manufacturers can produce the item often, and the average cost per item is stable and equal to the running costs. If setup costs are high, however, the manufacturer can reduce the average cost per unit by producing a long run and carrying more inventories. Order processing costs must be compared with inventory carrying costs, which include storage charges, cost of capital, taxes and insurance, and depreciation and obsolescence. Carrying costs might run as high as 30% of inventory value and are higher the larger the average stock carried. This means marketing managers who want to carry larger inventories need to show that incremental gross profits will exceed incremental carrying costs. We can determine the optimal order quantity by observing how order processing costs and inventory carrying costs add up at different order levels. Figure 18.1 shows that the order processing cost per unit decreases as the number of units ordered increases because the order costs are spread over more units. Inventory carrying charges per unit increase with the number of units ordered because each unit remains longer in inventory. We sum the two cost curves vertically into a total cost curve and project the lowest point of the total cost curve on the horizontal axis to find the optimal order quantity Q. Shippers are increasingly combining two or more transportation modes thanks to containerization. Containerization consists of putting the goods in boxes or trailers that are easy to transfer between two transportation modes. Piggyback describes the use of rail and trucks, fisherback, water and trucks, train ship, water and rail, and air truck, air and trucks. Each coordinated mode offers specific advantages. For example, piggyback is cheaper than trucking alone, yet provides flexibility and convenience. Shippers can choose private, contract, or common carriers. If the shipper owns its own truck or air fleet, it becomes a private carrier. A contract carrier is an independent organization selling transportation services to others on a contract basis. A common carrier provides services between predetermined points on a scheduled basis and is available to all shippers at standard rates. Some contract carriers are investing and innovating to create strong value propositions. So far, we have covered retailing, wholesaling, and logistics. Next time, we will start with a new chapter. Thank you.